What's going on YouTube? This is part 3 of the videos. This is more of a distinctive for the setup itself, physically positioning things, lights. As you can see, this is the green screen behind me, and I'm just kind of gonna raw format this one, so you guys won't see all the fancy stuff that helps hide and trick your mind to think that I'm in a nice expensive game room, which I'm not. I'm in a basement. So let's try this out. I'm gonna go through all the tips and tricks on a budget that I could possibly cover. Okay, raw format. This lighting is about as cheap as they can get. This is just a regular triple light stand, regular fluorescent or incandescent bulbs. I've actually modded this in as cheaply as possible. These are napkins from like a kid's birthday party that I just stuck over top of the rings and held them down with rubber bands, as you can see here. But what this is going to create is a soft light. If you have direct light at your face, it's really harsh. It creates a lot of shadows, and it's going to distort your camera filters. Actually, could take some cameras in and out of focus because of the harsh light and it reflecting back onto the camera lens. So what I like to do is just soften my light up a little bit, one napkin each, you know, just to keep it a little soft. And you don't have to worry about it getting too hot. The napkins actually let some of the air pass right through them. So as long as you don't leave the lights running, this is a very cheap and cost-effective way to actually make your stream look a little softer light. I also have 2 other lights and a key light, as you can see here, and you can kind of see that in my pupils. But those are things that I acquired over a course of time. Things like this that you could probably pick up at a yard sale and just, you know, do it yourself. I would highly recommend that you run an incandescent bulb just because it has a warmer light versus the LED and the fluorescent bulbs that have more of a white bright light, and they can also interfere with refresh rates on cameras, so you have to be careful if you have backlighting and things like that. If you look over to my right, these are LED lights that are in my PC, and they actually create kind of a flicker noise, and that's the refresh rate of the camera not being able to keep up with the refresh rate of the lighting. So another thing that people talk a lot about is all the cables, especially when you're trying to set up 3 different monitors, or you have a lot of lighting, a lot of things that can become really cluttered really quick. So what I like to do with a lot of my peripheral cables like keyboards and controllers is I actually get some of these paper clips. And these are cheap. You can buy these for a couple dollars for a bag of 20. And I like to clip these on the edge of my desk, run my cables through the edge. So you can actually detach these pretty easy. Just take the end of it out, stick your cable through it, and then just fasten it back on. And then you can clip this anywhere where you want your cable to dangle and kind of keep it out of your way. It's a neat little trick. It's been working for me so far. And I've actually been doing that with my headset microphone. All of my different peripherals have their own little clips, so that way they don't get tangled up in my chair, tangled up in my legs. Keeps everything out of the way and kind of neat and tidy. So also behind me is the green screen, and I just mounted that up to the wall with thumbtacks. Again, cheap, couple dollars. The actual green screen was about 15 bucks. We got it off of Amazon, and I try to balance the lighting as best I can. Run this source of light right here. I don't know if you guys can really see, but you can see it definitely projecting right here, but it's definitely aimed away from my face as best as possible. And you want to be as far away from this green screen as you can. Mine is just directly into a corner, but try to keep it as wide angle as you can so you can get as much backdrop as possible. As for anybody running like a background, try to make your room kind of behind you. Be up front to your desk and make the room be behind you. Some people run just like flat white drywall right next to their stream, and that just looks bland. Try to have something behind you that makes it look nice and symmetrical. So some people don't have the budget to build a full-on gaming PC, into which case they have a console and they've been gaming on that for a long time. So what I would highly recommend, and I made a previous video on how to use it, is the Elgato Stream software and the Elgato capture card. You can have a standalone card that runs through HDMI input and doesn't actually interfere with anything on your computer. It encodes everything through the unit. So what I would recommend is you plug your console into that, run it through a laptop. It should be enough to run Streamlabs in simplistic mode, run it in performance, and you should be able to get by. Again, pay attention to your audio and things like that, but it is a good alternative. And you can pick that up for about $180. It is a little bit on the expensive side, but it beats the hell out of building a full gaming PC that you would have to stream and run the game on at the same time, which can go anywhere from, well, right now, $1,000 up. So I would highly recommend Elgato or anything like that. It's a good budget thing, and that's how I started my streaming, outside of streaming direct from the console, which is not very effective. You can also run overlays and Streamlabs with that, and I will go in more detail with how to set up all of those overlays in another video. But if you guys did like this, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button on the YouTube. Check out our stream over at twitch.tv, Mr. Bojangles91. And if you guys want to hang out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m., that would be awesome. So anyway, leave a comment if you got any questions. I'll try to address them. Check out the SSA Discord, and I'll put links to that in the description below. Stay average, guys. Thank you.